Hello everybody, welcome along. My name is Benjamin Bloom, this is the Benjamin Bloom Football Channel. Please leave your bias at the door and join us for our Championship Transfer Update episode 10. Now, this may be a good time or it may be a bad time. We are at 2:30 on the 6th of August, so you'd think there may be a little lull in transfers, given that everyone's playing tomorrow. But look, complete transparency, there may be a few that have been signed off this morning ahead of the deadline to play tomorrow that haven't been announced yet. As ever, I can only report on the transfers that have gone through at the time of recording. And we've got to go and get on with the action tonight because the Championship kicks off this evening down at Bournemouth versus West Brom. So this is the latest episode as ever. Championship clubs, done deals, primary focus is on players in, but there is one big out deal that we will talk about in the show. We might address a couple of others at the end. And as ever, if it hasn't been announced officially on a club website, by the time I'm recording it, that is 2:30 on Friday the 6th of August. We won't be talking about it, but fear not, it will be in the next episode. And if I have, God forbid, missed one out, then do let me know politely in the comments. Let's get in to the deals, and the first one is the big out, and Jack Grealish was not the only mercurial creative player who'd helped in no small part his team get out of the Championship, leaving the Birmingham West Bromwich area, because we think this was all signed up last night, but it's been announced today. Matthias Pereira is going off to Saudi Arabia. And he's going permanently to Al Hilal on an undisclosed deal. 25 years old. Look at that record. 77 games, 20 goals. Excellent. Now, undisclosed as ever. I don't know the fee. You don't know the fee. Be honest. But we can probably assume, being as it's the Saudis paying, that West Brom have probably done all right out of this. Obviously, there was... it kind of got a bit untenable earlier in the week, didn't it? We saw Pereira put out that message down his social media. I think Ishmael had alluded to the fact that he wanted players committed to the club. And I think by committed, he meant, ones that are going to stay at the club for the season and play. And I think Pereira maybe got a bit defensive over that word and took it as he hadn't been committed in the past. But look, whatever, he wanted to go. West Brom have managed to do the deal. I'm sure they've got good money from Al Hilal. And oftentimes with a relegated, even a relegated Year 1 parachute team, there's going to be one or two big ones going out and you raise a bit of money and then it's just investing that money back in, which Valérien Ismaël now has... just a few more weeks until the window closes. Only a few more hours until his first game. Let's be frank, we didn't expect Pereira to stay with West Brom, and he leaves on the eve of the season. Thoughts in the comments on that one. Into West Brom comes Adam Reach, who we've had in the Championship with Sheffield Wednesday. I think he was at Borough before. 231 appearances at Sheffield Wednesday. That's a huge number. 44 appearances last season. 28 years old, sort of left winger. At his best, do you remember, was it the 18-19 season? I remember there was a 2-month period where he seemed to score about 4 or 5 worldies from outside the box. Great left foot. I put the tweet out to Wednesday fans and Baggies fans. Wednesday fans... obviously, look, there's a little bit of sometimes sour grapes when a player goes out, but Wednesday fans said, skillful player, very good, very talented, but didn't always deliver. So we'll see how he does over at the Baggies. And remember, Valérien Ismaël, steadfast sort of 3-4-3 guy last season, wasn't he? So either Reach is going to play inside left, but he's looking for a presser there, or he's going to play wing back. Is he really Callum Styles style player, up and down there like was used at Barnsley. I'm not sure. So it'll be interesting to see how Reach is used. A lot of talent, a lot of quality, great left foot, good crosser, good long range shooter. Let's see if they can work him in there. Reach into West Brom. Let me know what you think about those two. Okay, on we go to another sort of wide player, or rather an option all the way across the front really, is Jamie Mattheson, who's gone off to Swansea. It's a bit of a well-worn path from Bristol City to Swansea recently, isn't it? He's not the first player to go down that way, not even the first. There you can see Liam Walsh has gone through. 29-year-old forward, 1 year deal, and they've got the option for the second year. I like Patterson. I think he's a good player. He always seems to affect games and sort of manage to get his way into teams where he's at clubs. He went on loan to Derby, didn't he? And then came back to Bristol City. I think I'm getting my clubs right. And sort of got back in there as well. Sort of tricky, bustling forward. And at Championship level, you could do a lot worse for a free transfer than Jamie Patterson. It does somewhat show a little bit the pool that Russ Martin's going to have to fish in. This, of course, will be Russ Martin's first signing at Swansea. You would wonder whether it was already in the works before he arrived. If he's managed to get that done within a week of being there, then fair play as well to the new Swans boss. We will see how indeed Swansea can figure things up front. No Mayhew, obviously, is the big loss. Pirro has come in. Patterson, will he be in and around it? I suppose Jamal Lowe's still there. Carl Joseph has come in. Morgan Whittaker is there. God, who's the youngster as well? There's a player whose name I can't remember. Started in the playoff semi-final. Someone will tell me in the comments the Swansea striker whose name I'm not being able... Liam Cullen. There you go. Did you beat me in the comments? I bet you didn't. So yeah, a few options there, but Patterson, a reasonably safe pair of hands. Is he going to be the difference between finishing here and finishing here? I don't know, but I'm sure he'll do a good job for Swansea, as he seems to do wherever he heads. Let me know your thoughts on that one. And this is a very, very interesting one. There is our old friend Neil Warnock shaping hands with Martin Pereira, a highly rated 22-year-old, says the Borough website, Argentinian international, fresh from the Tokyo Olympics, where he played in 3 games. And again, we're in undisclosed territory. Transfermarkt are telling us that this has cost £6 million. I'll believe that when I see it, but I'm just telling you the report that I have on it. Could be a really, really interesting one. Warnock, I know Martin is looking forward to it. Can't wait to play in front of our fans. 60 appearances in Argentina. And Neil Warnock has a record of getting good things out of flair players, put it that way. Obviously, Tarabd is the ridiculous example over at QPR, but you know, even getting a tune out of Duncan Watmore, who'd come in on a free last year at Borough. I'm trying to think. Cardiff, he had Hoylett playing really well and Mendes Lang playing well. Tomlin as well, who'd flattered to deceive at other clubs. So this looks like a very interesting one. A young, highly rated player. We'll see how he settles moving across from who's he come from? Banfield in Argentina, all the way across to the northeast. If he can settle and Warnock can get a tune out of them. They're familiar with their South Americans, anyone who goes back to Juninho at Borough, and they will hope to have another South American cult hero here. Keep your eye on Martin Pereira up at Borough. Looks like good fun, that one. Here is Aron Leija, who's joined Barnsley from Toulouse, a strong, mobile forward, 23 years old. Played in his homeland initially with Anderlecht, which means he's another Belgian player moving in to Barnsley. Second one in a week there. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Following his brother's footsteps, Michy Batshuayi as well. So good genes, we think. High calibre. Don't know much about the player. We've been very trusting in Barnsley's recruitment over the past few seasons. Obviously, Daryl DK was the big hole left in the attack, but that's two in. Connor Chaplin went out as well recently. So it's going to be very much a new look Barnsley team. We expect the style to be slightly different under Marcus Schopp than it was under Valérien Ismaël. We'll be able to speak a lot more about it on Monday because everybody's kicking off and we will find out a little bit more. But, Aron Leija Iseka into the squad, a unique and aggressive attacker with extensive experience in top-flight football across the continent. So, look, they've been very good recruiting recently. Europe's been a good market. They're done with Austria now. They've headed over to Belgium, have our friends at Barnsley. So, let me know what you think about that one. And good luck to the player. Who's next then? Moses Odubajo. There you go. There is someone who we are very, very, very familiar with. I think he's been training with QPR for a while, actually, but the deal's only officially gone through. And of course, Odubajo would, I think I got my timelines right, would be known to Mark Warburton at Brentford. I think he went off to Hull for a lot of money. Then Brentford took him back for nothing. Where was he recently? Sheffield Wednesday, I think. And he's turned up at QPR now, and he always seems to do a good job in the Championship, sort of decent wing-back, full-back type player. Very good getting forward. And you just wonder, you're assuming that QPR are going to stick with the back three and the wing-backs, and they've got Sam McCallum on one side, whether Odubajo... I don't know who'd be fighting with over the other side. Todd Kane, possibly. Let me know whether you think Odubajo is going to be a starter or he's just a trusted Warburton guy added to that squad. As I say, he always tends to do a good job wherever he's dropped in, and he always tends to get a gig in the Championship as well. So let me know your thoughts on Odubajo for our dark horses. Much talked about QPR this season. Here's a fun one. Sam Surridge into Stoke City, an undisclosed fee, and I have heard every single number under the sun for this. It is undisclosed. The most reliable source I've heard says 2.5 million, but presumably if he plays for England, Stoke get promoted and he scores 30 goals or something, that goes up to 5.5 million. So we'll see how that deal is ratcheted across the length of his contract. I don't know. Does it tell me how long that contract is past? I can't see. So Vokes in... not Vokes. He's replacing Vokes in that striking roster in for Stoke. Surridge in there. We're waiting for Tyrese Campbell to come back. Stephen Fletcher had done a lot of the heavy lifting. I like Surridge. Nuisance. Did well on loan for Swansea. Couldn't quite get in at Bournemouth ahead of Dom Solanke. That was very much one central striker, and Solanke was pretty consistent last year. But very much punches his way in the air. And I think he'll do all right for Stoke, won't he? I think that's a decent signing, that one. We'll find out over, well, probably in about 18 months exactly what the fee was or is. But... yeah, Surridge is a young player. I think that's a good fit for what Michael O'Neill wants to do. And they are going to be fearsome in the air with crosses going, maybe set plays going in from Vrancic and the likes of Powell and Surridge arriving on them. That could work quite well. Let me know your thoughts, especially Bournemouth fans and Swansea fans, on that one. Surridge into Stoke. And off we go to Preston, where Daniel Iverson makes his return. Spent the second half of last season at Deepdale. He's a keeper on loan from Leicester. 23 appearances, 9 clean sheets. You would assume if he finished last season and they've signed him back up, that he's probably there to play. So that would be good news, and he'll be known to Frankie McAvoy. Bit of a no-brainer, really, if they had him last year and they can get him this year and he was in the team, then all makes sense, that one. And here's another one into Preston, is Jamie Thomas, who I believe was at Bamford Bridge. Is that right? I can't see it in the article. Yeah, there you go. He played against Preston for Bamford Bridge. Interesting one. Went on a trial and he's got the gig. So that's a decent story. 24 years old, attacking midfielder. I'm assuming no fee has been played. Probably the best 2 weeks of my footballing career so far. So a little bit of a gamble and a nice story, isn't it? To show up, play against a championship club and end up signing for them a couple of weeks later. So good luck there, and we'll see if we can get on the pitch. Jamie Thomas up at Preston. A couple more to go, and we know who this guy is. Tom Lees has signed for Huddersfield, former Sheffield Wednesday centre-half. There, look at that. 400 of 500 career appearances in the Championship. That is sensational numbers. Carlos Corberon says, another positive step that we can bring Tom into our club today. Experienced centre-half. Obviously, look, they want to play a certain way, Huddersfield. Young players in there. I think, didn't they loan one out to Rotherham? Yeah, Romani Edmonds-Green has gone out. So that was able to be done with Lees coming in. They took Richard Keogh in last year in the same sort of experienced role. I suppose Tom Lees is a few years younger. And there's a fair number gone in at Huddersfield now. I suppose the level is raised and a little bit more experience and championship know-how. You don't get much more when you're talking about 400 or 500 appearances, for goodness sake. And maybe that was an area Huddersfield were a little bit short there last year, just in terms of that know-how and that knowing the championship course. And Tom Lees, of course, does very, very well. A couple in at Peterborough to finish off today. This is Joel Randall, the latest one off the Exeter production line. They seem to be able to bring out these players. Randall linked with a host of top clubs. Goes in long-term contract, it says, undisclosed fee. Darren Ferguson says, bags of potential. Philosophy is to bring the best young players into the club. 45 appearances last year for Exeter, scoring 13 times as well. Is he the next Ollie Watkins? Peterborough fans will hope so. And it goes with our kind of narrative and stereotype of Peterborough that they love a good attacking player. And we'll see how Joel Randall gets on. Let me know if you were across the League 2 action last year. You'll know more about the player than I, but certainly looks like an exciting one. And here is one more. This is Kwame Poku, who has signed from Colchester, 19 years old. Made his Ghana debut last season. So, yeah, he might be off to the Cup of Nations for them. Can play wide right or even wide left at a push. They do have plenty of attacking options, and Poku joins Joel Randall in there, and they have another couple of options. Let me know. Again, I'm not hugely familiar with these lower division signings from Colchester and Exeter, so if you can put a bit more meat on the bone for us there, that would be great. But Peterborough making moves, and they've certainly not been shy in coming forward with, particularly with the likes of George Grant and Josh Knight. I think they're going to be decent looking signings. There you go. We're all the way back round to Matthias Pereira. So, thoughts in on Pereira out, reach into West Brom, Patterson into Swansea, Pereiro into Borough for a big fee, we think. Leia Iseka into Barnsley. Oderbaju back in the Championship with QPR. Surridge, again, we think decent money paid for Stoke to take Surridge from Bournemouth. Iverson and Thomas into Preston. Tom Lees adds some experience to Huddersfield. And Randall and Poku going in at Peterborough. I have had my say. Now you have yours. Get your thoughts in. How does this affect the selling club, the buying club, expectations for the player? And if you've seen them last season, let me know your thoughts. Now, Friday the 6th, we are literally hours away from the Championship season starting. So we will try and get into normal hell for leather mode. It's a bit difficult for me this season, as I keep saying every video. Our child here is due tomorrow, but from this morning's trip to the midwife, we think we'll be late. But look, there's going to be a point in the next week or so where I'm going to disappear for a short while, but I will be back, so do not worry about that. In the meantime, you can get involved in the comments, and that is our latest transfer update, episode 10. All of the new guys into the Championship. Let me know what you think. Thank you very much for watching. Over and out. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to see more videos from this channel. Hit the subscribe button and to be notified every time we upload. Ring the bell for those notifications to come through on your device. If you really want to support the channel and me as a content creator, I will be eternally grateful if you head over to the merch store and grab something, or support over on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Thank you for your time. Go and watch another video.